What is going on, guys, and welcome to a Football Manager 22 episode of Rebuilding Lille. This is our first ever episode of the new game, currently on the beta version, and I think the new game comes out in a few weeks' time. Really excited to just get to grips with the game, learn it. I've done a bit of an offline save away from YouTube. Actually, I haven't uploaded a video on YouTube for a fairly long time now. I plan to use the next year of the game to actually start pumping out saves and actually challenging myself with different teams. However, I feel like the first online save will be quite an interesting one with Lille because, as you might know, in real life, they actually have just won the league, have their manager left for Nice, and they've actually sold a fair amount of players off. So we'll look into that in a second as we load up here. So let's confirm all of this stuff and then let's save just here. So my name's Ryan, if you didn't know already. My channel name obviously RH Techers. It's the username on my Xbox and stuff, so I just kind of kept it on this without giving away my actual real name. But yeah, like this channel has been a bit of a on-off sort of thing since I started it back probably 3 or 4 years ago now, actually. I first uploaded FIFA, and now I want to make sure that I'm doing Football Manager. I've really got a bit of a passion for it the last few years, and now I feel like I'm in a place where I can start creating sort of good content for it. So just if you didn't know already, the Lille expectations and the club vision is to sign players under 23, sign players for profit, work within the wage budget, qualify for Europe, so that is the Europa League. Cup competition's not too competitive. They want us to get to a quarter final in the French Cup, which is definitely achievable. I'm actually in Champions League because we won the league last year, and they've just asked us to be competitive, which is absolutely fine. No reason why we can't be. I think it will be hard to win the league this year. Obviously, PSG with all the signings they've made, and I think over the next sort of 5 years is the plan to push them to actually see what we can do in terms of challenging them to the max, especially with the signings they've signed here, as you can see, Lionel Messi and Hakimi. So, going to be hard, not going to be easy. Let's just go into Lille to learn a little bit about them. So, captain is currently Jose Fonte, and the vice captain is Benjamin Andre. Both of them experienced players. I think he's 37, I think he's 30. So, as you can see there, got some nice experienced players starting off. They were formed in 1944 in the Western Europe of France, and they've got a capacity of nearly 50,000. It's a very big stadium. Actually, quite a big club. You probably remember them doing really well back in 2010 when Eden Hazard was there before he left for Chelsea, who had a great season that year. And then from then, they kind of dropped off a fair amount. Even went as low as 17th here, just about staying up in 2017. Massive jump, finishing second the following season. So really impressive stuff there as they start to build out their squad again. Dropped slightly to 4th and then won the league last year in front of PSG, which is very impressive. So they're capable of winning the league. That is straight away an opportunity that I see there. Obviously, PSG will probably have dominance for the next couple of years, and then we'll push them for that. They're an ambitious squad, which is just sort of what I like. As you can see here, they've won the league 4 times, cup 6 times, and then a couple of other little division titles there as well. I don't know if it. So it says here, yeah, just fairly good, excellent training facilities and youth facilities, which is a nice sort of place to start, especially with the team. Now, I haven't actually managed in France ever, so this is kind of a bit of a new experience for me as well. And as you can see, getting some of the helps settings here because they know that I'm kind of a new user. I have done one with Brighton already, which is my home team club. And it's gone fairly well. I finished 6th in the league, so feel like I've got kind of a rough idea of how this sort of game works, but obviously it is in a beta, and as we play this game, it will slowly switch into the main version of the game. But looking at some of the squad players here already, Bamba, David, Andre, Sanchez, Fonte, Botman, some good players here already. So let's crack on. Let's start cracking the tactic first of all, and then I'll start to sort of run you through what my plan is in terms of doing well with this team and actually progressing with them really. So first of all, it's obviously finding the tactic. And all the players that we've got, I feel like this is probably one of the better ways to go with the wingers, advanced playmaker. Box to box, probably Renato Sanchez, and the ball winning, probably Andre. So, yeah, I know, boring, 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. Don't know if it's as overpowered this year as it was previous years, but obviously we'll find out as we play. So let's just do a quick pick and see what our assistant thinks is our best team currently available to us. I don't want to see that message again, thank you very much. And so it looks like I'm here, Sanchez on holiday, as is Fonte, and as is Bradurek. So I think a lot of them three players would probably be in our first team. So this isn't exactly like it, but the squad is extremely small. So let's have a look here. So we've got the inside forwards on attack, which is fine. I probably will start playing around with some of these as well, maybe tweaking it slightly as we go for our friendlies in the first few games of the season. But just as sort of an opener, it's fine for now. And as we get the players sort of start to see the tactics and start to work out how we want to play, that will sort of kick in very nicely. So the front four I really do like. Bamba, Icone, some good stats on him. David there's a pressing forward, really big fan of him in real life. And this Turkish Yusuf Yaksini looks like a very nice player, some really nice dribbling stats there, some good passing and technique. So he's only 24 and he's on a decent wage there, only for 20 grand a week. So some nice options there. I think that's going to be the start with bringing young players, bring them through, keep the wages reasonably low, and progress with this team at a lower budget, obviously compared to PSG, but still having some of the best talent in France as well as across the world. Building the club up, winning the Ligue 1 eventually, and hopefully competing in cups, whether that be domestically or in Europe as well. So I'm really excited with this. Really nice team to actually start with, and a nice base here with some really good players. Looking at this, as you can see, the squad is very small. So let's go into the actual squad itself, and let's just have on. Yeah, let's go. Sorry, I always muck up with that bit. Let's go all players, and let's go by transfer values already on there, I think. Yeah, so let's just see who's not been put in yet and who could be interesting. I think Thiago Giallo is in the actual reserves. Yeah, he is. So let's put him in the senior squad. Bit of a young player, someone that can be a nice sort of third, fourth choice. And Fonte and Botman. And then we've got Eddie Altakar, I think a 19-year-old. Altara even. Let's move him in there as well. Don't know if these players will stay. They might send him out on loan, but it's just building up that squad a little bit more to sort of have enough players that will actually be able to compete in all competitions this year, which is obviously the ideal goal. Now, next thing I want to do is go into the transfer market here. Obviously, we're nice and early in the save. We haven't even skipped a day yet, but I want to get in early on the free transfers. The budget is there, as you can see, is 14 million, so haven't got much room to manoeuvre, but that's fine. There is some nice options in the free transfer pile this year, so let's go and show you them. You probably know one already, is Dani Alves, but for some reason on the beta, I don't know if it's going to be like this on the actual real game, but you actually can't sign him properly or play him until like January. I think it's something to do with Brazilian sort of regulation thing. It's a little bit weird. So I probably won't sign him, but maybe we'll pick him up in January. Should we feel like we need some options in the right back spot? I think we've got 2 capable ones at the moment though, so maybe unlikely that we do that. But so yeah, just as you see here, it says unavailable next to his name. Not too sure why, to be fair, but yeah, Paulinho, 32 years old, I think is a must buy straight away. If I can get him on reasonable transfers. Why? I don't know why it's searching for players. It's lagging a little bit behind here, which is interesting. It might just be my laptop. I've got a few things up underneath Football Manager at the moment, so could be a reason why. But getting a 3.5 star player in early on with these stats, going to Champions League, I think is a must approach to sign player. He's been out of some of the European leagues recently. Obviously, you probably remember him at Barcelona, but here at Lille, I think he's going to be really, really nice to bring in. So I know I said I want to have the wages reasonably low. He wants 73,000 a week, so if he can get that down to say 47, I know that's unlikely. I do know that. Don't know how much he's going to play, so I may offer him that. So he wants 70 grand. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, let's put that back down then to 14, and let's try and get this down to about 55? God, he really wants 70, doesn't he? Do I want a 32-year-old on 60 grand a week? 65, alright, he's slowly going. Let's put this up a little bit. Knock down a little bit and get on 60. $61. Okay, he accepted that. Let's go for him. 61. We need good players with the Champions League coming up, so I feel like he's a nice one to pick up early on. I know he's in a lot of money, but he's fantastic. I also think I want to pick up Mangala as well. We don't have much options in the centre-back roles. I think we've only got sort of like 2 or 3 decent ones. So I think Mangala on a free transfer, yes, he's 30, but he's got a few years left in him. While we build that money up, we want to compete. Let's go in for him. He's actually 3.5 as a no nonsense centre back. We only want him as a squad player. I don't know if he'll start. Perhaps he will. Let's adjust some of the budgets around. So we can get that down to about 12. I'd really, really like that. Let's put it down to. Let's go down to that actually. No, okay. Go 12.5, 12.25. Nice. All right, we got him as well. Potentially got him as well. Give him the contract, 2-year deal. Lovely stuff. Will do nicely for the next few years. So let's now go and have a look at some of the loan options. I think is where we want to go. So let's take off the contract expired. Let's jump onto the listed on loan. Let's see what we have here. So you've got Ryan Sessegnon there, the left wing back. Oh, do you know what? Ryan Sessegnon is a decent option, isn't he? have a look at him and see what we think. Because he can play winger and he can play left back, so he covers 2 places there. What do Tottenham want for him in terms of the loan deal? Get off my screen. They want quite a bit of money in loan. Alright, that's not an option. I don't want to be paying money for loans, really. So we'll keep an eye on the loans, I think. So that's fine. Just while I remember as well, let's go into staff. All these things really annoy me. We'll go into staff here. And what I want to do is delegate the... What's the... This is what I wanted. I don't want to do the friendlies. I just hate it. I just can't stand sitting there in the game. It doesn't matter. So let Real asked us to improve his coaching skills by managing the team in that. But everything else I'm more than happy to do. So let's move on from there. So guys, I think that's where we'll leave it today. It was just to sort of show you a bit of the squad, roughly what I'm thinking idea-wise for tactics. I'll go through these players off video and list some probably and sell some. Let's just actually put Thiago Maia into the reserve because he isn't going to be playing for us. He's out on loan. So why is it not letting me here? Playing up by the looks of it. And yes, that's sending to the second team. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this and you're looking forward to seeing how this save goes, any ideas of how best to play, best tactics, things to sort for the start of the season, going to have a look at the mentoring. I think that's a really key part to start a new save, especially to build relationships between players, and also sort of try and build this small squad out ready for Champions League football, while developing a lot of the youngsters, having a look at some of them and just seeing if we can integrate them into the first team. I think that's really key, while picking up a couple of free transfers, a couple of loans, and maybe even some actual proper transfers as well with the small bit of budget we have. Not looking to really sell anyone. Any of the key players, anywhere I like David, I like Icone, I think Bamba's quality. Andre, I think Renato Sanchez is very good. Silec's a nice right back. Botman's good. Got some nice young players in Onana. Here's actually a centre mid, but they've put him at centre back, which just shows we really actually do need Mangala coming in to help us out there. But yeah, guys, really excited for this. Hope you are too. Please do drop a subscription on my channel. I really looking forward to and hoping that I can grow the channel moving forward throughout Football Manager 22. Don't know how long this save will last. Hopefully it'll be multiple episodes, probably until we reach the goal, which is winning Champions League and winning the league, getting the club to as far as we can before looking at a new challenge, perhaps going into the lower leagues, starting somewhere in League 2 maybe with a team, or even going out into Italy and going to Serie C or La Liga's lower divisions and just testing yourself a bit more. But this is a really nice place to start. Fantastic ability in the squad, and really excited to see what we can do. So please drop a like, subscribe, and I will talk to you and see you next time. Thanks for watching, and peace.